Hi there guys, this is going to be something a little different today. I'm going to do a let's look at Freedom Planet. It's a new game from Galaxy Trail. A guy called DiDuro, I think his name is, made this. It was like I think it was a Kickstarter project, and it got successfully kickstarted, and it's out now. And I've been looking forward to this game for so long. You have no idea. Right, so I'm just gonna sort of, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play like a level of it and just sort of explain what I'm thinking while I'm playing it, or like, I don't know, like I've never done this before, so I don't know what's gonna happen. This might take half an hour, it might take 15 minutes, I don't know. So I'm just gonna jump straight in. One of the good things that this game's got is the ability, obviously it's got save slots, which is fantastic, instead of just like overwriting the previous one. So I'm going to set this to file 3 at the moment. And you've got 2 modes here. Adventure mode is like story game, and classic mode is essentially like you'll notice I'm gonna like compare this to Sonic quite a lot, because this is, you can tell that this is heavily and lovingly like almost like recreating like the old classic Sonic games. It's got its own unique story and everything, though. It's nothing to do with Sonic. It has nothing to do with Sonic, but you can tell that they've been inspired heavily by the previous, like, you know, like, sort of Sonic 1 and 2 and the Genesis and Sonic 3 and things like that. But adventure mode has got all like voiced cutscenes and all that sort of stuff between levels, and classic mode is essentially just level by level, just straight into the action. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you classic mode for now, and I might show you a tiny little bit of like maybe the opening to adventure mode later on. In fact, you know what? Let's just go for adventure mode, because you can always skip the cutscenes anyway and go straight into the action. So let's go.
I'll go by myself. Yippee.
So yeah, you get to choose what character you play as. The last time I played as Lilac, so I'm going to go Carol this time. This music is really, really loud. I should have maybe thought of that first. Give me 2 seconds. I'll try and put the volume down a little. There's really good music in that, but I cannot speak over it. Like, it's blazing in my head. Anyway, yeah, so you get to choose your character. I went Lilac last time. I'm going to go Carol this time just to see what the difference is, because it's going to be new for me as well. So let's go for it.
I better help.
So yeah, it's essentially Sonic the Hedgehog, like in terms of its controls. Obviously, oh, she can spin. Okay, that's perfect. Lilac can't spin. It looks like this character can. This character can though. Each character's got a jump. They've got attacks. Like it's not so much based on jumping on enemies as it is like attacking. You can look down and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, Lilac's got a far more robust sort of attacking pattern. Like, you can hold up and she'll do like a dragon punch, and down she'll do like a low kick or something. This character seems to have just like a set pattern for attacks. So you've got jump, attack, and you've got the special ability. So, we've got a lightning kick. Nice, okay. Yeah, so these things that I'm collecting right now are health, as you can see underneath the stamina meter. That's awesome. The gems are essentially the rings that you would collect in Sonic, essentially. And all the enemies are like robots as well, so it's fun. So yeah, definitely heavily inspired, as you can see, like with all the little sort of cutscene things, like running through the levels, and I forgot about that. Carol's got a, like, if you see like petrol containers or fuel canisters, that can summon her motorbike, which makes it go a bit faster as well. She can go straight up walls as well. I didn't realise that. Yeah, some of the game's physics seem slightly off. It just seems like it just seems that it could be a bit better. Like it doesn't make sense that you could just go straight up walls like this, you know. It just in my it's amazing. Try to hold on to the motorbike at the same time. Yeah, the game's quite funny. It's like it's cutesy. It's got this sort of anime style feel. But I had like I said, I've been waiting for this game for quite a long time. Like, you know, I followed Steven on Twitter ever since I heard about the game. The meter at the top, you can see Carol's got 5 lives, and the crystals next to it, that's how many you've got to go before you're. That's how many you've got to go before you get an extra life, a 1-up. And you can collect these cards. There's like a gallery mode in the title screen. You collect these cards, and yeah, you can unlock artwork and things like that. And yeah, Carol's obviously able to spin, which is very Sonic based. I like this motorbike though, it's still sweet. It's such a cool wee thing to have a motorbike. There's no time limit to the levels, you just got to kind of, you know, just try and get through the levels as fast as you possibly can. So yeah, as you can see, the physics are just slightly off in terms of like going up walls and things like that. Like with Lilac, you're able to sort of walk up. Wow, it's taking ages to kill this. Yeah. So, like for example, with Lilac, you're able to run up hills that normally, like, if you see like a hill, like again, like in Sonic, if you were to try and run up this hill, you know, it would slide back down again. Just as an example, you know. In this one, they're quite free. Like for example, like this, Sonic would never be able to get up there without bouncing into that bounce pad, you know. But these characters don't seem to have much trouble, you know, getting up the walls and stuff. So that's what I mean by the physics seem slightly off in terms of like what it is. But I think part of that is just sort of, I don't know. You've got the loop-de-loops just like Sonic as well, so I think part of that is just to sort of make it feel like its own game as well. It isn't just a blatant Sonic rip-off, it's got its own thing going. But yeah, with Lilac, these red things here essentially indicate where you, like Lilac's able to Rocket Knight style ricochet off walls and stuff. I didn't know Lilac could do that. That's amazing. Yeah, but obviously that's just been done by tap and jump. But in Lilac's case, you can hold up and the special button, and she'll be able to do her little dragon boost thing, and she'll ricochet off walls. So yeah, I'm gonna say it right now, I'm in love with this game. I think this is like one of the most amazing technical achievements I've ever seen in a game in recent memory. Like, I just can't get over how so well they've done this style of game, but Sega can't seem to get back to doing that. Like, I'm just so impressed by what these guys have achieved. Yeah. Like, my silence kind of says it all, really. I'm mesmerized by it, you know, like, I don't know what I set out to do when I was trying to do this, because I really have no clue what more that I could possibly say other than it's a beautiful game. The story is really interesting if you're into doing the story mode, and there's tons of cool bosses as well. Yeah. Oh, she can wall jump, that's cool. That's pretty awesome, I didn't realise. So yeah, like, there's two distinct gameplay styles, and there's actually unlockable characters as well. There's a character that has shields as well, I can't remember her name though. Yeah, she can use like energy shields. She's almost like kind of like a Carbuncle style character, you know, like from Final Fantasy VIII. It's almost like a little rabbit kind of thing that uses green energy for shields. And like if you watch the game's trailer, you can see them all in action, you know. But like I think my main priority for this video, as short as it's going to be, is sort of just to show you what this game can offer. You know, like show you the. You know, these levels are huge. There's variation to everything. There's like underwater sections. You know, there's, you know, like it feels like a legitimate endeavor. It doesn't feel like some sort of like half-done sort of. Yay, we got our Kickstarter done, and you know, now we can just do whatever we want, sort of thing. Like these guys have lovingly made, like they've had a vision. And they love what they've done. You know, you can see that what they've aimed to do, they've sort of achieved. You know, and yeah, like not to use downloadable content as a means to sort of explain or not to try and like use downloadable content as a way to sort of get people to bite, but like they did mention in the description of the game that if they do any downloadable content, it'll be free. Future updates will be free to the game. They're not going to make you pay for it. So like this game, you know, they've done such a good job, and I wholeheartedly commend them for this, because this is a blast from the past. You know, I mean, this is my childhood distilled. You know, like I wasn't a Mario guy when I was a kid. You know, I was a Sonic guy. So So this is like right up my alley, you know, like this is everything that I love about games. You know, the only thing they could have done to make this any better would be to have something to do with Earth Gym in there, you know, like this is it for me, you know, this is what I'm all about when it comes to like classic gaming, you know, this is like a gorgeous Mega Drive game, done properly, done right, you know, and I hope that you can see that as well. I hope that you can see what I can see in this game, because I certainly don't want this to go unnoticed. I'd love for this game to be a massive success. I want this game to be hugely successful so that anything that these guys do from now on, like Steven and all the rest of them do from now on, like I want them to be able to just go for it. I want them to be able to have the means to do their own thing from now on, you know? It's just incredible. I'm in love with the game. I'm so enamored with it. And I hope that you can see why. Like, I might not be doing a very good job of explaining why, but this is everything that I love in games. This is why I played games in the first place, you know, this is the exact reason for it. This is what it's all about, you know? And you could argue that the game's been kind of simplified. You don't get attacked immediately. Oh, you don't die immediately. If you, like, there's no rings. You don't die straight away or whatever. You know, like it's just like if you don't have any rings or whatever, you don't die and all that. And it's just you could argue that they've kind of simplified what they're trying to do. But I think with that sort of slight simplification, with that slight simplification of the overall gameplay, they've made something that is not only a more modern feeling game, but they've made something that, you know, can appeal to more people instead of just the people who are into it for the retro feel of it. I think this is a bigger deal, you know. It's a bigger deal than I think anybody even realizes. I want this game to be successful. I want this game to be noticed, you know.
That was totally awesome. Did you see that?
So yeah, I've been recording for about 18 minutes. I'll let you see a little more of the cutscenes. But yeah, I think.
How many chasers are left? Tell me.
Oh, Serpentine.
You didn't say please.
Don't play games with me, duckling. Tell me.
Fine, be that way.
Shah! Where's that blasted snake mount? I guess we'll have to do this the hard way. I can do this all day. What is this hideous creature?
Stay back.
Oh no! The Duckman comes with me!
As you can hear, like, the voice acting is really good in this as well. Like, it actually sounds like they've got, like, proper people to come in and do voices instead of, you know, like a lazier group of guys would just be like, let's just do it all ourselves, you know? Let's just, you know, let's just try and do our own voices. But, like, it sounds like they've got, like, proper people in who they know that can do, like, actual good voices. So, like, if there's one thing you can't accuse them of is being sort of lazy in that respect. Is definitely, like, not a lazy game. Like, the one other thing that I did notice while I've been playing it, because I've gotten a lot further with the Lilac save, is that some of the characters don't seem as well rendered. Like, as you can see, Lilac's got maybe a colour palette of maybe, I don't know, 16 to 32 colours there. I don't know, maybe 16. But some characters have got a really basic colour palette, almost like 8-bit, sort of like Mega Man style, and they don't look as well refined, you know, well rendered in terms of what they are. Maybe that's because they're like one-shot characters that are only going to be in like a few cutscenes, you know. But I don't know. Like, if there's one negative that I can point at the game, is that some of the graphics in some very localized areas seem that they could have done a bit better with. I don't know. Maybe you know, like, maybe through time they'll sort of like they'll release, like, this is the basic game, you know, like if there's any downloadable content later they'll add to it. Maybe they'll add sort of like better sprite packs for the sort of lesser characters, the ones who are not as deeply involved in the actual overall game. I don't know. But that's the only one real criticism that I have of this game, is that it could have been that they could have you know, they could have rendered, like I can't remember the character's name. It's one of the emperors or lords of like the lands. It's like this little fox character, and it looks like he's only been used, like 8 colours have been used on him, and he stands out compared to all the other characters, because all the other characters on the screen look like they've actually got deeper colour palettes, you know. So like, just in some very small areas, like the characters don't seem as well rendered as some of the main characters. But yeah, outside of that, game's beautiful. You can see yourself the game's beautiful. Like, they've done such a good job of like the landscapes. The levels are huge. You know, I'm assuming you could get through the levels really quickly if you knew exactly where to go and stuff like that. But there's lots of exploration points. There's some levels that have got this sort of even little side areas, like in I don't know, the Rayman Legends games, where you can go into like little side doors and do little side things and all that, that'll open up a door later on in the level for you and things like that. So there's, you know, it's deeper than just a straightforward get to the exit as quick as you can Sonic style, you know. Again, I said I'd be comparing this quite heavily to Sonic. I've not compared it to Sonic quite as much as what I thought I would. And that's an amazing thing though, because like they've taken something that is distinctly Sonic feeling and Sonic looking, but they've made it their own thing, you know. And that is such like, and I like, when I'm comparing this to Sonic, I don't mean that as a negative. I'm not taking it as a like, oh, you're just kind of copying Sonic, it's just another Sonic game. This is like one of the highest compliments I can pay, you know. Like, I could pay any, like, if I say something's like Sonic 2, I'm saying that this game's like one of the best games ever made, you know. So like, I'm not trying to degrade it and make it seem like this is not unique. It definitely is unique. The characters' playstyles are all different and all that. You know, you've seen yourself that Carol was able to jump from pads. She had a lightning kick move and things like that. Sonic, you know, throughout the whole thing is just like spin dash, and that's been it. You know, like he got like a little dash move that he had in Sonic 3. You know, if you press the double jump twice, he had the little spiky ring round him and things like that. But outside of that, you know, the Sonic games were very samey in their execution, whereas this game has taken the base. It's you know, it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the base of a cake, you know. Like they've taken the sponge, or they've taken the crumbly, you know, biscuit base, and they've added their own thing on top. You know, they've taken the basic of the basic, and they've made it unique in their own way. And I really do appreciate them doing that, because this is exactly what retro gaming needed. They've taken a genre unto itself and made a new game out of that. I mean, I could see this. It's that good that I could see this kind of game being on not like a new Mega Drive game, you know. Like maybe not so much a Mega Drive, maybe 32X, because it does look like it's a lot deeper and like bigger than a Sonic game. Because obviously because of the voice acting and things like that. But even if there wasn't any voice acting, I could see this game being on like the Mega Drive. And that's an incredible achievement to say that, the music, the sound effects, the graphics, they're all there. It feels like it wouldn't be out of place on your shelf next to all the other Mega Drive games, you know, like it feels like it's meant to be there. And I'm so impressed by it, and I can't recommend it highly enough. Like this game is £10.99 on Steam right now, and I would, like, you know, for that kind of price, I was kind of swithering. I would, like, to be honest, I was looking at it, I was like, £10.99, you know, but I went ahead and done it, and I do not regret it at all. This game is, I've not even completed the game yet, and I'm looking forward to playing it through again as Carol. You know, like this video was simply just to show you Carol and like give me an idea of what Carol would be like. But so far, Lilac has played really, really great, and it feels like Rocket Knight because she's able to ricochet off walls and do her dashes and bounces and things like that. And yeah, it feels properly, legitimately good. So I'm sorry for like rambling on for this long, and hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully the audio wasn't too loud in the game for me to try and explain things over to you, because that's the one thing that could go wrong right now. That I might have to record the entire video again, and if I do, then you'll not see this one. So anyway, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching. I really hope I've persuaded you to at least check this game out. There's a demo of it on the Freedom Planet website. I can't remember the URL. It's probably like freedomplanet.org or .com or something like that. You can just search Freedom Planet on Google. You'll find it. There's a demo. You can download the demo. Like, make up your mind, because I highly recommend this game. Even for the price that it's at, $10.99. Like, to me, in my head initially, seemed a bit too steep, but after buying it, no, it's definitely, I think it's worth more, to be honest. I think even if I bought it for like £15 to £20, I probably would have been happy with it. So yeah, definitely, guys, definitely check it out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Woo.